Yep, we are live. All right, hello world, Pod 13 back at it. Our Sunday session today is going to be focusing, as usual, on the human qualia phenomenon, particularly the reading of it, the physiological cues that the various innate energetic preferences give off, and how you can distinguish them. Today we're going to be focusing on a tour of the G by males. All right, so introductions, and we'll get right to it. I am Nai G Coach.
I'm Shiny Shiny.
I'm Nai G Ben.
And this is Nai Glenn.
Okay, cool. This is G by Chali Tuna. All right, so what I recognize right away is the, I'd say that the G warm emoting, the active aware emoting, and that it goes all the way up the face, including into the eyes. You see very much on the right how it goes up from the smile into the eyes strongly, but even on the left, characteristic of the Jez Alpha, or the values-based major momentum designs, is that with a little bit of emotive activity in the mouth area, the overall face tonal quality is pronounced.
By Poppy Abedi. Something else you'll notice with the Shibai. One, and it's tied into what Coach was talking about, it's his lead, values-based, and so as part of that, being a lead discernment, he'll have a the emotive expression will shade all of his face, and it will color or affect his eye area as well. So it's unifield sort of look to the facial plane, and since he is what am I thinking? So he is a pilot, so he has a unifield pilot look. So it has like a larger, it's a large head, and what do you say, not boxy, but...
I would say helmet.
Helmet, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. So a helmet looking face, if you take it from an artistic appreciation perspective.
Jivai Emmanuel Echo. Jivai also have, they have Vi concern in the eyes. That's their minor momentum. So it will give them a significant amount of energy, but it won't be the dominant signal that you'll see in the eyes. The G aware moding will be on top of that.
This is Jivai Cam Acres. Jivai, they have a good amount. Well, they have Zai as their polar power, and I guess in the picture on the right you can see a little bit more. He's got more of like a unflappable quality that's going on, along with I think like a Vi concern in the eyes. But you can see on the picture on the left, his emoting definitely goes up very easily and readily above, above the midline of the face, past the brim line of the face. It goes all the way up the entire face, essentially. So that is his more native, more natural way of being. But he does have Zai, and Zai can be used to curtain the emoting, and it will make his face seem more cool. Yeah.
Jivai Houston Alexander.
Jivai Dwayne Allen.
Jivai.
It's like a lot of football players.
Right. Jivai Adrian Alvarado.
Jivai Amilcar Alves.
Jivai Tiago Alves.
Jivai.
Jivai Prince Amukamara.
Jivai Corey Anderson.
Jivai Justin Anderson.
Jivai.
Jivai Ken Anderson.
What's that? Which line is it? Jivai Viscardi Andrade.
Jivai Real Andrews.
Jivai.
Jivai Kurt Angle.
Jivai Joey Ansa.
Jivai Paul Anthony.
Jivai.
Jivai Rob Archer.
Jivai Yancy Arias.
Jivai Ricardo Arona.
Jivai.
Jivai Sharif Atkins.
Jivai Matthew Atkinson.
Jivai Charles Atlas.
Jivai.
Jivai Miles Austin.
Jivai Steve Austin. Stone Cold Boom.
316.
Jivai Alan Autry.
Jivai.
Jivai Akeem Ayers.
Jivai Baby Slice.
Jivai Ryan Bader.
Jivai.
Jivai Aluwali Bang Bussy.
Jivai Lloyd Banks.
Jivai Samir Banal.
Jivai.
Jivai Tiki Barber.
Jivai Josh Barnett.
Jivai Phil New York Badass Rooney.
Jivai.
Jivai Wade Barrett.
Jivai Texas Battle.
Jivai Stephen Beer.
Jivai.
Jivai Tyson Beckford.
Jivai Vito Belfort.
Jivai Byron Bell.
Jivai.
Jivai Adrian Balani.
Jivai Dave Beneteau.
Jivai Kelvin Benjamin.
Jivai.
Jivai Chris Benoit.
Jivai Lyric Bet.
Jivai Michael Bergen.
Jivai.
Jivai Eric Berry.
Jivai Jerome Bettis.
Jivai Lionel Bayeki.
Jivai.
Jivai Bo Billingsley.
Jivai Dan Bilzerian.
Jivai Desmond Bishop.
Jivai.
Jivai B. Brian Blair.
Jivai Johan Blake.
Jivai Sean Blakeborn.
Jivai.
Jivai Legaret Blount.
Jivai William Bonac.
Jivai Barry Bonds.
Jivai.
Jivai Stephen Bonner.
Jivai J. Bontatibus.
Jivai Trevor Booker.
Jivai.
Jivai Steve Borden.
Jivai Steve Bossy.
Jivai John Bostic.
Jivai.
Jivai Daquan Bowers.
Jivai Craig Wayne Boyd.
Jivai Nigel Radom.
Jivai.
Jivai Tivon Branch.
Jivai Kyle Brandt.
Jivai Chad Brandon.
Jivai.
Jivai Doug Bignoli.
Jibai Cameron Brinkman.
By Kenny Britt.
Jibai.
Jivai Jason Brooks.
Jibai Chris Brown.
Oh, shit. So it makes sense with him and Rihanna in a way.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
They're inspirational,
Yeah.
but still.
Yep. Inspirational can go really good. Really not good. She by Sergio Brown.
Jibai.
Jivai Alexander Rust.
Jibai Desmond Bryant.
She by Andrew Winiarski.
Jibai.
Jivai Reggie Bullock.
Jibai William Boulever.
She by Jared Bunch.
Jibai.
Jivai Richard Burgess.
Jibai Leith M. Burke.
She by Mikey Burnett.
Jibai.
Jivai Steve Burton.
Jibai Billy Bush.
She by Reggie Bush.
Jibai.
Jivai Donald Butler.
Jibai Ross Butler.
She by Dean King.
Jivai.
So proper.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Jibai.
Jivai John Callahan.
Jibai Fabricio Camos.
She by Chris Camosi.
Jibai.
Jivai Richard Campbell.
Jibai Derek Campos.
She by Will Campuzano.
Jibai.
Jivai Don Carey.
Jibai Antonio Carlos Jr.
She by Brandon Carr.
Jibai.
Jivai Bruce Carter.
Jibai David Carter.
She by Shoni Carter.
Jibai.
Jivai Charlie Carver.
Jibai Shane Carwin.
She by John Castellanos.
Jibai.
Jivai Raul Castillo.
Jibai Johnny Castle.
Are there a lot of basketball players that are Jivai too now? Oh.
Yeah, the almost all ones we thought were Durham are actually Zai with a lot of Nai or Jibai.
Wow.
It's me. Jibai Rafael Cavalcante.
She by Matt Sedeno.
Jibai.
Jivai Gerardo Kelesco.
Jibai Jeffrey Chadiga.
She by Millionary.
Chameleonaire.
Cabilita.
Jibai Chance the Rapper.
Jivai Cam Chancellor.
Jibai Mike Chang.
She by Antonio DiCherdi.
Jibai.
Jivai Joe Charles.
Jibai David Charvet.
She by Wes Chappell.
Scary Baby.
Yeah, Scary Baby.
He's awesome.
Jibai Julio Cesar Chavez.
Jivai Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Jibai Cheyenne.
She by David Chokachi.
Jibai.
Christian.
Jiva Ryan Claddy.
Jiva Morris Claiborne.
Jiva Dan Clark. Nitro.
Jiva.
Jiva Jade Vion Clowney.
Jiva David Cobb.
Jiva Matt Cohen.
Jiva.
Jiva Kurt Coleman.
Jiva Mark Coleman.
Jiva Ronnie Coleman.
Jiva.
Jiva Willie Colon.
Jiva Franco Colombo.
Jiva Chris Conley.
Jiva.
Jiva Sergi Constance.
Jiva Mark Consuelos.
Jiva David Cook.
Jiva.
Jiva Keith Cook.
Jiva Coolio.
Jiva Amari Cooper.
Jiva.
Jiva Chris Cormier.
Jiva Joel Corey.
Jiva Jericho Cotchery.
Jiva.
Jiva Tony Cox.
Jiva Buster Crab.
Jiva Michael Crabtree.
Jiva.
Jiva Terry Cruz. Aw, Najee no longer.
Oh.
He's awesome, though. Jiva Roar Critchlow.
Jiva Antonio Camargo.
Jiva.
Jiva Mark Crumpton.
Jiva Victor Cruz.
Jiva Jake Cutler.
Jiva.
Jiva Peter Sherwinski.
Jiva Ian Anthony Dale.
Oh, okay. Scorpion is apparently Jiva.
By Christopher Daniels.
Jiva.
Jiva Gary Daniels.
Carlos Dansby.
Oh, Carlos Dansby.
Jiva Marco Dapper.
Jiva Levante David.
Jiva.
Jiva Doug Davidson.
Jiva Jordan Davies.
Jiva Baron Davis.
Jiva.
Jiva Dwayne Davis.
Jiva Nile Davis.
Jiva Thomas Davis.
Jiva.
Jiva Vontae Davis.
Jiva DVP.
Jiva Christian De La Fuente.
Jiva.
Jiva Marcos Rogerio de Lima.
Jiva Billy Dean.
Jiva Thomas DeCoo.
I'm noticing that Jiva have a lot of range.
Yeah. Start a lot of
Jiva.
exciting.
Yeah. Jiva John De La Rosa.
Jiva Frederick Delaviere.
Jiva Vince Del Monte.
Jiva.
But very big in like sports,
Fitness.
right? Football,
Music.
fitness, bodybuilding, wrestling, pro
Acting,
wrestling,
music.
opera, soap opera, acting. Yeah, music, popular music. Right?
Next thing we find out Al Pacino's a Jiva.
I don't think so. There's a theme here. There's the big head,
Yeah.
very bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bold looking.
even the ones that don't work out a lot have a more substantial kind of build to them, particularly like just the bones of their face.
Yeah.
It's
Paul, DJ Paul D. Del Vecchio.
You, Ben?
Oh, I thought Coach hadn't come. Jivai.
Jivai Rob Deringer. You can go now.
Jibai Don Diamond.
Shibai Hakron Diaz.
Jivai Vin Diesel.
Jivai Tay Diggs.
Jibai TJ Dillashaw.
Shibai Danielle Di Tommaso.
Jivai.
Jivai Mike Dolce.
Jibai Aaron Donald.
Shibai Trevin Donovan.
Jivai.
Jivai Tony Dorsett.
Jibai Antonio dos Santos.
Shibai Junior Dos Santos.
Jivai.
Jivai Melvin Douglas.
Jibai Dave Draper.
Shibai Donald Driver.
Jivai.
Jivai Vladimir Ducasse.
Jibai Michael Dudikoff.
American Ninja.
Ninja.
Shibai Devon.
He's got the thing on his forehead too.
Devon.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Old school.
Jivai.
Jivai Michael Clark Duncan. Oh.
Jibai George Eads.
Shibai Michael Ely.
Jivai.
Jivai Eric Ebron.
Jibai Edge.
Shibai Zach Efron.
Jivai.
Jivai Tarek El Mosa.
Jibai Lane Ellenberg.
Shibai Danelle Ellerby.
Jivai.
Jivai Scott Elrod.
Jibai Mamdou Elsbier.
Shibai John Enos III.
Jivai.
Jivai Rob Estes.
Jibai Eric Estrada.
Shibai Frank Eddy.
Jivai.
Jivai Josh Evans.
Jibai Rashad Evans.
Shibai Patrick Ewing.
Jivai.
Oh, he was an IG, right? Yeah. It's mine. Jivai Wagner Fabiano.
Jibai Fabio. Oh,
Bottom's ripping bone.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Shibai Peter Passionately.
Jivai.
Jivai Mario Falcone.
Wow. That lighting makes his forehead look yellow.
It's you, coach.
Jibai Fandango.
Shibai Kenneth Faria.
Jivai.
Jivai Hugues Faustin.
Jibai Daniel Fells.
Shibai Kevin Kimbo Slice Ferguson.
Jivai.
Jivai Lou Ferrigno.
Hulk Boom.
Jibai Lou Ferrigno Jr.
OG Hulk.
Jibai Falufin.
Jiva.
Jivai Louise Firmino.
Jibai Larry Fitzgerald.
Jibai Ric Flair.
Jiva.
Jivai C.T. Fletcher.
Jibai London Fletcher.
Jibai Flo Rider.
Jiva.
Jivai Jerry Flynn.
Jibai Rome Flynn.
Bold and the Beautiful. Jibai Pearson Bode.
Jiva.
Jivai Matt Forte.
Jibai Bryn Foster.
Jibai Ruben Foster.
Jiva.
Jivai Rick Fox. Or no, David Shark Fralick. Takes a while sometimes to load
Yeah.
the word.
Yeah.
Jibai
I guess
Herman
Google Hangouts
Soraka.
can be kind of slow.
Yeah. I've been having some issues.
Yeah, like the major parts of the video stream like load quickly, like the images, but sometimes the text takes a little longer, possibly because it's more detailed.
Yeah, and we've been having some intermittent network slowness issues.
So maybe it's
so
the
could
actual
be
network.
related.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jibai Kurt Franklin.
Jiva.
Jivai Joe Frazier.
Jibai Stephen Frazier.
Jibai Devante Freeman.
Jiva.
Jivai Gerald Freeman.
Jibai Dwight Freeney.
Jibai Scott Fujita.
Jiva.
Jivai Zach Fulton.
Jibai Maddie Fusaro.
Jibai John Gabriel.
Jiva.
Jivai Junior Galetti.
Jibai Cody Garber.
MMA Scary Baby. Jibai Alex Garcia.
Jiva.
Jivai J. Gardner.
Jibai Adam Garode.
Jibai Sean Garrett.
Jiva.
Jivai Antonio Gates.
Jibai Dan Gauthier.
Jibai Alonso G.
Jiva.
Jivai Daryl Goller.
Jibai William Golston.
Jibai Blake Gibbons.
Jiva.
Jivai Lance Gibson.
Jibai Wallace Gilberry.
Jibai Marcus Gilfry.
Jiva.
Jivai Stephen Gilmore.
Jibai Ted Ginn Jr.
Jibai Genuine.
Jiva.
Jivai Cordy Glenn.
Jibai Daniel Goddard.
Jibai Allen Goes.
Jiva.
Jivai Carlos Gomez.
Jibai Tony Gonzalez.
Jibai Cuba Gooding Jr.
Jiva.
Show me the money.
Jivai Archie Goodwin.
Jibai Eddie Gordon.
Jibai Frank Ford.
Jiva.
Jivai Andrew Goudelock.
Jibai Curtis Granderson.
Jibai Dwayne Drax.
Jiva.
Jivi Jonas Gray.
Jibai Michael Graziade.
Jibai Jamichael Green.
Jiva.
Jivi Doriel Green Beckham.
Jibai Daniel Green.
Jibai K Green.
Kai.
Jiva.
Jivi Dorian Gregory.
Jibai Jermaine Gresham.
Jibai Blake Griffin.
Jiva.
Jivi Lex Griffin.
Jibai Tyson Griffin.
Jibai Robert Griffin III.
Jiva.
Jivi Neil Grove.
Jibai Justin Guarini.
Jibai Eddie Guerrero.
Jiva.
Jivi Melvin Gillard.
Jibai Christian Guzman.
Jibai Keith Hackney.
Jiva.
Jivi Tamba Holly.
Jibai Andre Hall.
Jibai D'Angelo Hall.
Jiva.
Jivi Uriah Hall.
Jibai Dennis Hallman.
Jibai Matt Hamill.
Jiva.
Jivi Josh Hamilton.
Jibai Greg Hardy.
Jibai Jeff Hardy.
Jiva.
Jivi Corey Harkey.
Jibai Windsor Harmon.
Jibai Luke Harper.
Jiva.
Jivi Montrezl Harrell.
Jibai David Harris.
Jibai G. Harris.
Jiva.
Jivi Bret Hart.
Jibai Owen Hart.
Jibai Percy Harbin.
Jiva.
Jivi David Hasselhoff. Boom.
Bill Hasselhoff. Jibai Road Warrior Hawk.
Jibai Phil Heath.
Mr. 3D Muscle.
Jiva.
I mean, muscles, how could they not be 3D? But anyway, Jivi Eric Helms. That's what people say that.
Jibai Meadow Pencil Mountains.
Jibai Darren DeWitt.
Jiva.
Jivi Dan Heron.
Jibai Clint Hester.
Jibai Team Hicks.
Jiva.
Jivi Jeremy Hill.
Jibai Roger Hill.
Jibai Marshall Hilliard.
Jiva.
Jivi Ben Hinckley.
Jibai Keith Hodge.
Jibai Kevin Hodge.
Jiva.
Hodge twins are hilarious. Jivi Brett Hobel.
Jibai Evander Holyfield.
Jibai Clay Honeycutt.
Jiva.
Jivi Ernesto Hoost.
Jibai Bernard Hopkins.
Jibai Gavin Houston.
Jivai.
Jivai Hulk.
Jivai Elliott Hulse.
Jivai Chris Humphreys.
Jivai.
Jivai RJ Hunter.
Jivai Tory Hunter.
Jivai Carlos Hyde.
Jivai.
Jivai McKay Hyde.
Micah.
Micah Hyde.
I thought it was Mika.
Wasn't sure.
Jivai Al Iaquinta.
Jivai Jerome Iginla. Yeah, some of these names sometimes you only learn how to really pronounce it when you hear like it said in interviews or by the person.
Yeah,
Mhm.
correctly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And sometimes there's like slight variations too, you know, on some things that are names that are the same or similar.
Right. Yep.
One that I never got was why people got Rebecca De Mornay, right? The De Mornay, they confuse that with like De Mornay or like I don't know, like, but it's actually De Mornay. And when I read it, it sounded exactly like what it's supposed to be pronounced as.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes
He's
it's
awesome,
not,
by
it's
the
not
way.
as people are expected. Yeah. Yep.
Is it my turn? Or?
It is.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Jivai.
Jivai Mark Ingram.
Jivai Bruce Urban.
Jivai Michael Irvin.
Jivai.
Jivai Chris Ivory.
Jivai Jarrett Jack.
Jivai Chris Jackson.
Jivai.
Jivai Dexter Jackson.
Jivai Gregory Jackson, also known as Onision.
Oh. Jivai, wow.
Yeah, that surprised me. That one really surprised me. But there it is.
Jivai J.R. Jackson.
Jivai.
Jivai Johnny Jackson.
Jivai Kareem Jackson.
Jivai Kevin Jackson.
Jivai.
Jivai Quentin Jackson.
Jivai Stephen Jackson.
Jivai Stephen Jackson.
Jivai.
Jivai Marty Janetti.
Jivai Jeff Jarrett.
Jivai Cullen Jenkins.
Jivai.
Jivai Malcolm Jenkins.
Jivai Michael Shannon Jenkins. Michael Shannon Jenkins.
Michael, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Jivai Birdie Jenner.
Jivai Bruce Jenner.
Jivai Greg Jennings.
Jivai Rashad Jennings.
Jivai Chris Jericho.
He was listed as an IG for a little while, I remember. Him and The Rock. But
Jivai.
Jivai Andre Johnson.
Jivai Calvin Johnson.
Jivai DeQuell Johnson.
Jivai.
Jivai Dante Johnson.
Jivai Dwayne Johnson, since you mentioned him. The Rock Boom.
The Rock Boom.
Jivai Eric Johnson.
He's kind of like a boulder now.
Yeah.
Jivai.
Jivai LeVar Johnson.
Jivai Leonard Johnson.
Jivai Magic Johnson.
Jivai.
Jivai Danny Jones.
Jibai Evan Jones.
Jibai Jikvi Jones.
Jiva,
Jivai John Jones.
Jibai Marvin Jones.
Jibai Matt Jones.
Jiva,
Jivai Rashad Jones.
Jibai Roy Jones Jr.
Jibai Dandre Jordan.
Shiva,
Jivai Armin, or Amin, what does it say? Amin Joseph.
Jibai Zeb Judah.
He's got a small face.
Jibai Christopher Judge.
Jiva,
Jivai Sean Cannon.
Jibai Christian Kane.
Jibai Morone Kanakoa.
Jiva,
Jivai Toby Keith.
Jibai Robert Kelker Kelly.
Jibai Howie Kendrick.
Shiva,
Jivai McCall Kendricks.
Jibai Leon Isaac Kennedy.
Jibai Mark Kirk.
Jiva,
Jivai Sean Kilpatrick.
Jibai Kyle Kingsbury.
Jibai Kofi Kingston.
Jiva,
Jivai Justin Klosky.
Jibai Vincent Klin.
Jibai Michael E. Knight.
Jiva,
Jivai Nikita Koloff.
Jibai Czech Congo.
Jibai John Copenhagen.
Jiva,
Jivai Josh Koscheck.
Jibai Lenny Kravitz.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked him as an IG, but I have to appreciate him for what he really is, right?
I feel you.
Jibai
Jiva.
Kuklo.
Oh, sorry.
Jivai Peter Kwan.
Jibai Mike Kyle.
Jibai Drew Lachey.
Jiva,
Jivai Brandon LaFell.
Jibai J Lagaaya.
Jibai David Lago.
Jiva,
Jivai Emmanuel Lemur.
Jibai Dewan Landry.
Jibai LeBron Landry.
Jiva,
Jivai Ilir Latifi.
Jibai Mark Lauren.
Jibai Taylor Lawton.
Jiva,
Jivai Manny Lawson.
Jibai Mark Lawson.
Jibai Jerome Labanner.
Jiva,
Jivai Andrew T. Lee.
Jibai Marquis Lee.
Jibai Talis Laser.
Jiva,
Jivai Mikel Lashur.
Jibai Kevin LeBron.
Jibai Scott Levy.
Jiva,
Jivi Carl Lewis.
Jivi Derek Lewis.
Jivi Kendrick Lewis.
Jivi.
Jivi Andrew Lee.
Jivi Paul Layden.
Jivi Louis Liberty.
Jivi.
Jivi Tommy Tiny Lister. Nothing tiny about that guy, right?
Jivi Brian Littrell.
Ah, Latrell.
Jivi LL Cool J.
There it is.
Jivi.
Jivi Curtis Lofton.
Jivi David Loasso.
Jivi Hector Lombard.
Jivi.
Jivi Tony Longo.
Jivi Mario Lopez.
Jivi Dwight Lowry.
Jivi.
Jivi Dustin Lynch.
Jivi Jerry Lynn.
Jivi Sasha McVeigh.
Jivi.
Jivi Billy Magnuson.
Jivi Matthew Mahaney.
Jivi Fabio Maldonado.
Jivi.
Jivi Dean Malenko.
Jivi Tyler Main.
Jivi Melvin Manhill.
Jivi.
Jivi Jimmy Manua.
Jivi Louis Marco.
Jivi Ronnie Marquez.
Jivi.
Yeah, it's Louis Marco that came up with the 3D muscle thing. Jivi Nathaniel Marston.
Was he the same guy? You said was he the same person who has the 3D muscle?
No, he was mentioning that the other guy, Phil Heath, had the 3D muscle in one of his videos on YouTube.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyways, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just
No, it's
Yeah,
all good.
no, I was just trying to get the connection, be sure that it wasn't like a duplicate entry. Okay, thanks.
Right.
Thanks for explaining.
Jivi Nathaniel Marston.
Jivi Starling Marte.
Jivi.
Jivi Marcus Martin.
Jivi A. Martinez.
Jivi Victor Martinez.
Jivi.
Jivi Trey Mason.
Jivi Austin Matheson.
Jivi Michael Matterwell.
Jivi.
Jivi Eddie Matos.
Jivi Spencer Matthews.
Jivi Brad Mall.
Jivi.
Jivi Byron Maxwell.
Jivi Rob Miggs.
Jivi Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Boxing Boom.
50 and open.
Jivi.
Jivi Kevin McCall.
It's like Tyreek's back for the side.
A little bit, yeah. Jivi Dexter McCluster.
Jivi Devin McCourty.
Jivi.
Jivi Darren McFadden.
Jivi Michael McGrady.
Jivi David McIntosh.
Jivi.
Jivi Ben McLemore.
Jivi Stan McQuay.
Jivi James McSweeney.
Jivai.
Jivai Jeremy Meeks.
Jivai Justin Melby.
He's the hot mugshot guy. That's hilarious.
Jivai Chad Mendez.
Jivai.
Jivai Whitney Marcellus.
Jivai Method Man.
Oh.
Jivai Guy Metzger.
Jivai.
Jivai James Michael Johnson. I'm guessing Buster Rhymes is also Jivai too. Then maybe I don't know.
So,
I first said he believed so.
okay. Jivai Brett Michaels.
Jivai Shawn Michaels.
Jivai.
Jivai Lamar Miller.
Jivai Judson Mills.
Jivai Bob Miner.
Jivai.
Jivai Jason Mizell.
Jivai Ralph Mueller.
Jivai Jason Momoa.
Yep.
Oh.
Ultra Go Boom.
Ultra Drago Boom. Aquaman Boom.
Jivai.
Jivai Art Monk.
Jivai Kiyoshi Moody.
Jivai Jason R. Moore.
Jivai.
Jivai Juan Morel.
Jivai Joshua Morrow.
Jivai Ricky Morton.
Jivai.
Jivai Patrick Muldoon.
Jivai Captain Munerlin.
Jivai Lachlan Monroe.
Jivai.
Jivai Callie Muscle.
Jivai Danny Musico.
Jivai Alec Musser.
Jivai.
Jivai Powell Nastula.
Jivai Dylan Neal.
Jivai Vince Neal.
Jivai.
Jivai Cam Newton.
Jivai Carlos Newton.
Jivai Francis. Nothing.
Jivai.
Jivai Jared Neiman.
Jivai Antonio Rodrigo Noguero. Big Nog.
Jivai Rogério Nogueira. Little Nog.
Jivai.
Jivai Clayton Norcross.
Jivai Lane Norton.
Jivai Richard Norton.
Jivai.
Jivai Rogan O'Connor.
Jivai Mike O'Hearn.
Jivai Titus O'Neill.
Jivai.
Jivai Apollo Ono.
Jivai Jeffrey Okuda.
Jivai Russell O'Connor.
Jivai.
Jivai Rasan Orange.
Jivai Victor Ortiz.
Jivai Ronnie Ortiz Macher.
Jivai.
Jivai Alistar Overeem.
Jivai Valentin Overeem.
Jivai Nathan Owens.
Jiva.
Jivai Calvin Pace.
Jibai Ryan Pavey.
Jivai Ben Bukowski.
Jiva.
Jivai Simeon Panda.
Jibai Jared Pazia.
Jivai Reg Park.
Jiva.
Jivai Nate Parker.
Jibai Charles Parnell.
Jivai Peter Barrows.
Jiva.
Jivai Marcus Patrick.
Jibai Scott Patterson.
Jivai Eric Paulson.
Jiva.
Jivai Walter Payton.
Jibai Tom Harris.
Jivai Bill Pearl.
Jiva.
Jivai Julius or Julius Peppers.
Jibai Nick Perry.
Jivai Shamoy Person.
Jiva.
Jivai Gunnar Peterson.
Jibai Lamont Peterson.
Jivai Kyler Pettis.
Jiva.
Jivai Jason Pierre Paul.
Jibai Daniel Pineda.
Jivai Rodney Piper.
Jiva.
Jivai Greg Plitt.
Jibai Bernard Pollard.
Jivai Mike Pouncey.
Jiva.
Jivai Lee Priest.
Jibai Glover Quinn.
Jivai R. Troop.
Can we go back? I want to see that one picture with
Which one?
not him. That's a good picture choice. Flipping everyone off.
There was not anything else.
I guess that's the best we got.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could crop it really close, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah,
and yeah, I guess to some advantage you can see his hand, so it's, I don't know, it's a
and
little bit of
it's
gesture.
true expression of him. It's an image of something that he's doing, and it's in the public.
I would have grabbed something else if there was there, but that's what was there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make do with what you
Understandable.
got. Yeah.
it's me.
Yeah.
Jibai Zach Rance.
Jivai Reuben Randall.
Jiva.
Okay, Jivai Mike Rashid.
Jibai Thomas Rawls.
Jivai Peter Reckler.
Jiva.
Jivai Jordan Reed.
Jibai Steve Reeves.
Jivai Eric Reed.
Jiva.
Jivai Roman Reigns.
Jibai Jason Reinhardt.
Jivai Wilson Reyes.
Jiva.
Jivai Caleb Reynolds.
Jibai James Reynolds.
Jivai Philip Ricardo.
Jiva.
Jivai Kevin Richardson. So the entire Backstreet Boys is all Jivai, or except that one dude. He's probably Vaishi. But yeah.
Yeah.
Jibai Lionel Richie. Go.
Jivai Braskambi Richard.
Jiva.
Jivai Sean Ringel.
Jibai Clint Ritchie.
By Geraldo Rivera.
Jibai.
Tony Robbins. Jibai Allen Robinson.
Jibai Keenan Robinson.
By Curie Robinson.
Jibai.
Jibai Jeff Rodriguez.
Jibai Rico Rodriguez.
By Seth Rollins.
Jibai.
Jibai Yoel Romero. Oh,
Adam Rose. Please contact Najee Ben immediately.
Immediately. Right now, Ben.
And I'll tell you the right one isn't working out. So I guess I'll write that down.
Alright. So, by Jeremy Ross.
Jibai.
Jibai Kyle Rudolph.
Jibai RBD.
By Ryback.
Jibai.
Jibai Antonio Sabato Jr.
Jibai Adam Sala.
By Chris Salvatore.
Jibai.
Jibai Bruno Sammartina.
Jibai Jeffrey D. Sams.
By Damien Sandow.
Jibai.
Jibai Tito Santana.
Jibai Paul Satterfield.
He doesn't have it.
No, maybe we should take him out then. I can find you better. All right.
Copyright protected image.
Oh, is it because of the copyright protected thing, or?
Yeah, coach is going to see if there's any other images that
There is
Oh,
one.
okay.
pull instead of that one. By Randy Savage.
Jibai.
Jibai Mark Schultz.
Jibai Scooby 1961.
By Colton Scott.
Jibai.
Jibai Wayne Allen Scott.
Jibai Nick Scotty.
I remember when we thought Scooby 1961 was a ziny.
Yeah, he's still, it throws me off a lot.
He has a long face.
He has long face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skinny dude.
Yeah. By Lobo Sebastian.
Jibai.
Jibai Ray Cepho.
Jibai Gino Seegers.
By Jeff Sade.
Side.
Side. Counterintuitive.
Jibai.
Jibai Kamal Shaikh.
Jibai Kamal Shalarus.
By Frank Shamrock.
Jibai Ken Shamrock.
Jibai Michael Shanks.
Jibai Seamus.
By Jabal Shear.
Jibai.
Jibai Richard Sherman.
Jibai Jake Shields.
By Antonio Silva.
Jibai.
Jibai Ron Simmons.
Jibai OJ Simpson.
Oh.
Let's go. By Mark Sisson.
Jibai.
Jibai Fred Smalls.
Jibai Alden Smith.
By Bubba Smith.
Jibai.
Jivi Emmett Smith.
Jivi Malcolm Smith.
By Steve Smith Jr.
Jivi.
Jivi Ramu Ferry Sokujo.
Jivi Mike Sorrentino.
By Jacare Souza.
Jivi.
Jivi Dan Spivey.
Jivi Darren Sproles.
By Christophe St. John.
Jivi Ricky Steamboat.
Jivi Dominique Steele.
Jivi Jeffrey Steele.
By Rick Steiner.
Jivi.
Jivi Jake Steinfeld.
Jivi Jonathan Stewart.
By Timothy D. Stickman.
Jivi.
Jivi Evan Stone.
Jivi Michael Strahan.
By Kim Strauss.
Jivi.
Jivi Jeline Strong.
Jivi Gary Anthony Sturgis.
By Terrell Suggs.
Jivi.
Jivi Lynn Swan.
Jivi Sparky Sweets.
Oh my god. It's so funny.
Just being all philosophical on the right.
By Tim Sylvia.
Jivi.
Jivi Chester Tam.
Jivi Issei Tamura.
By Golden Tate.
Jivi.
Jivi Thiago Tavares.
Jivi Hisham Topik.
By Jason Taylor.
Jivi.
Jivi Tra Teligman.
Jivi the Undertaker.
By Joe Weissman.
Jivi.
Jivi Demarius Thomas.
Jivi J.T. Thomas.
That's a cool name.
By Julius Thomas.
Jivi.
Jivi Pierre Thomas.
Jivi Oli Thompson.
By Gleison Thibault.
Jivi.
Jivi Jeff Timmons.
Jivi Lawrence Timmons.
By Jim Titus.
Jivi.
Jivi Mike Tolbert.
Jivi David Tom.
By Justin Torkins.
Jivi.
Jivi Tuan Tran.
Jivi Francisco Trinaldo.
By Triple H.
Jivi.
Jivi Danielle Thomas Tuck.
Jivi Robert Turbin.
By Aiden Turner.
Jivi.
Jivi Tri Turner.
Jivi Courtney Upshaw.
By Jay Uso.
Jivi.
Jivi Dan Vadis.
Jivi Eric Valdez.
By Bart Bale.
Jivi.
Jivai Victor Valimaki.
Jivai Louis Van Amstel.
Jivai Mike Van Arsdale.
Jivai.
Jivai Linton Vassell.
Jivai Tom Venuto.
Jivai Olivier Vernon.
Jivai.
Jivai Victor.
Jivai Calum Von Moger.
Jivai Brian Patrick Wade.
Jivai.
Jivai Delaney Walker.
Jivai Herschel Walker.
Jivai Heinz Ward.
Jivai.
Jivai Branch Warren.
Jivai Chris Warren.
Jivai Benjamin Watson.
Jivai.
Did we do Rich Piana? We did.
Who?
Rich Piana.
Don't remember that name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Jivai Sean Weatherspoon.
Jivai Kevin Weissman.
Jivai Brandon White.
Jivai.
Jivai D'Angelo Williams.
Jivai Roderick Williams.
Jivai Terrence Williams.
Jivai.
Jivai George Wilson.
Jivai Rolly Winklar.
Jivai Dennis Wolf.
Jivai.
Jivai Xavier Woods.
Jivai Marty Wright.
Jivai Expat.
Jivai.
Jivai Shulier Yanke.
Jivai Dorian Yates.
Jivai Michael Yo.
Jivai.
Jivai Darren Young.
Jivai Jacob Young.
Jivai William Zapka.
Jivai.
Frank Zane. Jivai Ian Ziering.
Jivai Dolph Ziegler.
Jivai Chuck Zito.
There it is.
All right.
Nicely
Nice.
done. So we come a long way with the Jivai males. All right, we have some time left, so we could probably do, I would think, maybe 2 reads.
Okay.
Uh,
I have quite a few. Not sure how much this guy has, but his name is Zoo from. That's his music artist name, anyway.
Hey Ben, can you help us with the watch together?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll get the link for that.
Thank you.
I thought you were already working on it.
Hmm. My internet seems to be a little spotty right now. Either that or Watch Together is down, but it's giving me this server's DNS address could not be found.
Cool. All right.
So I mean, let's see. If I go to if I go to a different website, it works fine. It could just be the website's down.
Yeah, let me see.
I'm not sure. If you're able to go to the Watch Together website, then
Yeah, I'm trying watch together. Right, I am there. Create your room. All right, I think I got it. So here's the link. See if you guys can join.
all right, thanks. All right, cool. This works. Thanks.
Awesome. Welcome. All right, so when do you want to load one that looks good to you for Zoo?
He's the guy on the right.
When you're here at Smash Summit, you have to be watching Smash Summit, obviously, in the
Okay.
so if you want to
It's long digits.
Smash, first one, super awesome. It's been a sick event so far. I mean, the house is great. We're being treated like celebrities. It's great. It's been a lot of fun. And which is also so awesome that, you know, they just reached out to you and said, Zoom, we want you to just come on. And you said, no, guys, I couldn't possibly come to Summit. And someone was like, come on, Zoo, you have to come hang out with us. Of course, that's not what it was like, but I'd like you to say in your own words. I wish Summit just asked me to come to do something for you guys. But instead, you know, there's the whole voting thing. That is a huge story in itself. But basically, I can say that like the 2-week voting or whatever the period was.
Long hands I'm seeing. I don't know that I would necessarily say.
And I think that goes to show that.
I'm still trying to take that in, but kind of leading me towards subjective.
Everybody wanted to
Sure.
do it. And so like
I kind of
felt like
thought initially that probably subjective.
Yeah.
I'm still shocked.
I
But I'm here. I'm
think
happy.
that he's a.
Had to days to rest up.
Like, I was thinking Naiji, but I'm also now considering the Jai V quite a bit because I know that we have a lot of them.
Wanted to,
But my initial assumption was to sort of think Naiji off the bat.
Yeah.
oh,
I'm considering
hell
Jai V
yeah.
a little
I mean,
more
even if there was
because
no, prize money or anything like that, like just come here and, like, see this great house.
his tension
Like,
doesn't
Smash
seem
is-
like
like,
directive,
there's not
and
that
he
much
looks
going on.
literal. His eyes look
Very
more
few of us
of
are playing for
the V.
money.
I'm seeing laser.
I mean, I
But
actually,
it'd be
I
good
think
to
the glory
see
is
something
like,
where
not
he's
so much
looking
like, oh,
straightforward
like,
at the camera.
like,
That would
I wanna
help.
be known as the
Right.
best.
Maybe there's some pictures of him.
We all want to be like known to be really good.
I'm gonna be looking at some of those.
But yeah, like, super stoked to be
Does he
here,
have
honestly.
other videos?
Super worth all the time.
I
Interview?
believe he does.
Everyone else spent a lot of time and sell themselves. Yeah, again, even without the money,
This one's not really that good.
not any time.
He does show his body quite a bit.
Well, I'm really glad you're here. You did a lot of hustling, and that you earned your spot, which I think has a separate reward than being invited. I'm wondering, having worked very hard to be here, and there's so many rewards. Just
Is this?
OTB News. Here are your biggest stories in dance music. Zoo, the anonymous Zoo is quick with what she says aloud since you're new to studio, Rap Studio. You can check it out.
No, that's not a good one. Is this a good one?
Yo, how's it going? You're Zoo.
Yeah.
Boxer Zoo.
Which one? 2016?
Yeah. 2016. First player that we signed to Boxer.
We should get closer.
And why this is happening right now, it's not going to be as much of a surprise because obviously we're holding an announcement for the first. Today? Today. Yeah, it's supposed to be, this is supposed to be the first thing that you've heard about. The first thing that you've heard about. It's all going to come down to this video, but ESPN Fat Finger is the announcement. Zoo was up at the same time as me in the morning. Yeah, I woke up. I was getting this poster done with Moxie.
Yeah, he seems just kind of like a calm sort of energy. calming sort of energy.
Okay.
Anyways, I was looking at this like half-drawn poster that like no colors in it, and then off the top of my phone, like haven't brushed my teeth yet, I'm like lying in bed, and then off the top of my phone, notification: ESPN has tagged you in a
Trying to find pictures of them. Don't seem to be doing.
No, I don't know if we're going to use him as a sample
We hadn't
in the
gotten to
collection.
that yet. I had met
So-
you.
Let me see if he has a real name, and I'll search that.
Anyways, we pulled together.
Oh, are you having trouble finding pictures for him, or?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I know there's that one where he's, he has like the hat and stuff.
And that's why I love you.
I mean-
Stephen Zoo.
I see another one that might be him. I'm not sure if this actually is him. It could be someone else. Like, is this guy him, or is that like someone else?
Yeah.
Players to do media and stuff like that.
Sorry.
You already know that.
Glenn, I don't think we'll be able to use them as a sample on the virtual village.
Not until we get. Not
Well,
until
I mean, we could always take a screenshot of a video as far as pictures are concerned. But in terms of him,
Yeah, two things on that. That's possible, but I find those images aren't the greatest. They're workable, but I think for them to be workable, I need it where his head, because the resolution doesn't work so
yeah,
great.
you need like at least something where he's like facing the camera and it's like close up and stuff. Typically,
Exactly.
for it to be really good.
Yeah.
And the other one isn't really that great, to be honest. It's okay,
Yeah. If he gets more media, we'll do them. But right now, even just to do the reading here in the video, I don't know. I'd like to get something more.
Okay. That's fine. So I'll list them as limited media.
All right, I've got one. Want to do that?
Go ahead.
All right. So I'll put his link in first, and I'll put his name in the chat. So his name is Siraj Raval.
It's the same guy that was just interviewing, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, looks like him, right?
Oh, it's the same guy. There was.
I think so.
It was an interview.
Was it?
Ed Boxer, that one that we were just. He was the interviewer, I think.
Was he?
I guess in any case, yeah, different guy. But he has long fingers.
Mhm.
And I'm
Yeah,
leaning
he's
towards
a
subjective.
an artificial intelligence YouTuber dude.
Interesting.
Just to give.
I live in a developing country. How can I make a positive change here through machine?
Always an opportunity to use machine learning in some way. Find a problem that you want to solve. That's the first step. And once you do, apply machine learning to it. You can always do that.
In order to
He's a
master
part of Twitch.
other language we should learn other than Python.
JavaScript comes in at a close second. And also Go is a great language.
Which courses did you take at uni that you would recommend?
At my university, there were, I mean, it was a
His
closed
hands
university, but
look
online I can say a
a little
great course to take is the
like,
Udacity deep learning nanodegree,
leafy
as well as
or
Andrew
like-
King's new deep learning course.
Can AI be used to retouch
So that's-
blemishes, like with Photoshop?
Oh, for sure, yeah, that would be a generative problem. So you'd want to use an autoencoder to
Yeah, it's like-
encode that image, and then you would learn the latent representation, and then you could generate an image without blemishes.
Crazy coincidence, actually. Like, how did that?
I'm really excited to go to
What's
India
that?
in 5 days, so I will be in India. I'm very
The guy that I was just the interviewer. I'm just like still hung up on that a little bit. It's kind of interesting.
I
Whatever.
want for sure.
What's his name? Siraj Raval. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
How can introverted or shy people improve their confidence to be more like you?
It looks like tower hands. It has a lot of breaks in the hands.
I'm not naturally a super social person, but just by constantly putting myself out there in front of the world, being vulnerable.
Yeah, to me, he just kind of seemed like, I don't know. I think he has knee, but that's all I really.
Because I'm wondering whether I'm seeing V. I can see like
is my way of making impact. I could do one of the other.
An adaptive momentum perception momentum person. Like, but I couldn't tell whether it's
I think it's
knee or V.
And thumbs up.
Independent startups competing with big giants in AI tech such as Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and why would you prefer one over the other, such as Clarify versus Google?
There is definitely a space for startups for sure. There's so many different exit strategies. There's so much different data that's available for small startups that you can use that Google or Amazon or the giants haven't used yet. The space is really hot, so don't be discouraged by the fact that Google and all these big companies exist.
Okay, well, if you were an element, what element would you be called, and what would your properties be?
I would be Seragium, and my properties would be dreaming big and confidence and science, scientific thinking.
Lots of managers lack an understanding of IT and what ML is capable of. In your experience, how would you best manage expectations of what is possible and what is realistic?
Well, yeah, I mean, the standard rules apply of under-promising and over-delivering. So you'd have to have a good knowledge of your problem domain first, and if you do, then be able to say what you can and cannot do. Don't just make BS promises, because that's going to backfire.
Do you stand for net neutrality, and how is it important to you?
Oh, for sure. With the internet, it has to be a level playing field. I mean, I went from 0 to, I think, 170K subscribers just on my own so far, and yeah, if net neutrality didn't exist, the top creators on YouTube would just get higher and higher in terms of subscribers, and I would still be at 0 to 30K subs.
His hands seem less tension than it seems with the director.
Do they seem spidery?
I mean,
I don't know if spidery. I'm actually. I just am seeing like tower hands, but I'm not ruling out like Jai-V or Jai-Ni.
I have been offered, and I've just started to do.
He's in the tech bubble, isn't he?
He's what? Yeah, I mean, it seems like an unusual sample for the tech bubble.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of in a.
Or dabbled in it, but I only really seriously about a year and a half ago when I started this channel.
Technology and
Maybe it's a shiny.
Me personally,
Yeah, I'm wondering.
or just in general, a lot of applications.
Yeah, I'm between Jai-Ni and Jai-V.
There's grunt work that doctors have to do, and also in democratizing data. There's a huge opportunity there because everybody wants data, but data isn't accessible to everybody. So any kind of project that does that.
Is he warmer on the pauses or on the delivery?
Well, it's warming right now. It's a pause,
But the
but
first episode of Silicon Valley, too much like my life, so I'm not going to watch it. I actually don't have time to watch that much long-form content. I watch a lot of YouTube, but not really long TV
could be. I mean, could be a Jai-Ni, but I don't know that I'm seeing localized videos. Maybe I'm gonna have to look at it some more.
It all comes back to the.
He is looking like those pop artists that I've seen that are Jai-V. That's why I'm like,
We've seen in the news where
this is throwing me off a little bit.
So make sure you have diverse data.
I'm actually considering the alpha possibly, as well as things like Ziny and so forth.
It's just brands, right? There's brands and stories.
Yeah,
and
the longness of his
marketing.
digits is and the leanness of his body. That's kind of making me stay
Yeah,
away
he's fairly
from
lean.
that.
Content machine, kind of like a Khan Academy for AI,
Could
/
be.
Netflix for education.
His face does have a wideness to it though.
Here, like his digits here, they just seem really long.
Will we solve intelligence in your lifetime?
Oh, his digits where? Sorry. Could you send a picture?
100%. I don't even know what.
Oh, you're looking at stuff.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Mathematics, machine learning, or deep learning.
There's a great deep learning book by Ian Goodfellow. Definitely check that book out. Also, my channel for sure, the Math of Intelligence series. Watch it all. Those are the two best ones.
In terms of the current market, which jobs would you think would get first affected by artificial intelligence?
Anything that is just people don't like. Any jobs that people don't like. So anything like call center support or cashiers as well. Cashiers.
In terms of the current market, which jobs would you think would get? I said that one. 33. If you were stranded on an island for life, which 3 apps would you choose and why?
I would choose Twitter because I absolutely love Twitter. I would choose Facebook just because, yeah, social media, and also Reddit because I love Reddit.
How important are data structures and algorithms for machine learning? Will it need to be deep learning as well? I'm a beginner.
Data structures and algorithms are super important for anything you do in computer science. Definitely, if you have any interest in web development, mobile, ML, blockchain, just get your data structures and algorithms in mind first, and then move on to the harder stuff.
What's your view on Elon's concern about the surge in AI?
He's totally right. We need to regulate it. We need some kind of oversight in some way to make sure that the bad actors don't get too much power.
What's the project you've built that you're most proud of?
My YouTube channel.
What's the one resource which helped you get up and running quickly in machine learning?
Looking to the right there.
Machine learning subreddit.
Do you have a circle of people you mentor personally who plan to grow in the
Yeah,
field of
he's
machine
doing
learning?
some.
Someone join.
Are those checks to the
I
right?
don't have enough time for that right now. My channel, I think everybody has a
He's
a
going to the
group.
right a lot.
Yeah.
Tricky, isn't he?
Impacting the future in terms of practical applications.
Maybe another video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get another. I have another video.
Yeah, that'd be
Like,
good.
it's gonna come in the heyday. It's not right now. Maybe it's next year.
He's been consistent with that mood, so.
Talk is helpful. If you want to advance the field through research, don't even trip. You definitely need to know the math. Deep learning mainly pulls from whole branches.
Yeah, his hands are just like it. My eyes keep going there, and it.
These topics, I recommend a cheat sheet of the important concepts, and I link one for each in the description.
I think I'm
So let's
seeing
go over the
breaks.
4-step process of building
Wow.
the pipeline and talk about how math is used at each step. Once we've got a data set that we want to use, we want to process. We look we have sector can offer to measure the doubt. It gives there how many
Yeah, he's singing apparently.
Okay.
accordingly and repeat that process. But another strategy you could use is random search. You can identify ranges, statistics. It's like the what diction. This is all
I like the one meme where the guy is having the glasses.
poorly train on now, then it applies the data to be inaccurate. To that, we want some sense of direction for the position of and using it to compute our prediction delta one with for every way until they're in the readme. Post it to help me in the comments and on with the winner next video.
I'm not sure if that video was helpful, but all right.
Now, 4 million. So thanks for watching.
Find another video.
Is that localized? Maybe it is. Maybe it's as I need. Let's see.
Here, you okay?
So Rox, can you tell me the math behind deep learning?
Oh, computer vision and language translation.
Oh, is this a different video or?
Is it? I think
You're the one who loaded it. Is it?
I don't remember. Did I accidentally load it? This looks like the same video we were just on. I don't know. Maybe I accidentally hit something. I don't know. I was trying to get a different video.
Yeah, you're driving. We're hands off.
I'm not sure it.
Yeah, it must have made it just automatic.
Somehow restarted. I didn't intend to. All right.
Yeah.
Hello world, it's Siraj, and welcome to the Learn Python for Data Science series. In this video, we're going to set up our Python environment.
Yeah, I mean, his eyes are perking up a lot, but I don't see emoting in his cheeks, going in his cheeks as he's doing that. So maybe it is a Ziny.
possibly. I'm actually considering the Nizai a bit too for him.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So if we were to get a data set of meteor
Just the thinness of the wrists into the hands, the length of the hands is.
atmospheric pressure affect meteorite
His hands
I
are
don't know
more
that.
lumpy than they are spidery.
on that data?
Yeah, more spider. Okay, folks, it's 4:30, so let's look at give it another minute or so to look at pictures and then make our call. Is that cool?
Sure. I was already looking at this, but
Are you ready to make a call?
I'm ready personally.
Ben, how about you?
Oh, whether I'm
Ready?
yeah, I can make a yes on them.
All right, start with you, Glenn. Where did I?
I'm gonna say Ziny, and then I'm gonna go Nizai. I think I'll just stick with it.
Sounds good. How
Um,
about you, Ben?
yeah, I don't know. I'm between Zaini and Nizai, so I'll say Nizai first,
All
then
right.
Zaini.
I'll say Ziny.
Ziny he is with a broader face
Ching.
Oh.
and a lot of
Yeah, broad face.
Yeah, those are subjective, wrists and hands and so forth. Yeah, but the broadness of his face and how much knee he has, I can understand, maybe a little tricky as far as him being subjective or not. But I believe he is.
Yeah, those eyes are big too, and they kind of look almost unhooded in pictures, but they aren't really unhooded. They're hooded.
Yeah. And it did seem localized. And looking at it.
Siraj.
Broad eyes than Nizai.
All right, cool. That does it for tonight. Then we will listen to see if Mitchell's got a topic for Tuesday. If he doesn't, then maybe one of you guys can pick one for one of the upcoming meetings. All right.
I was wondering if we could do a little bit on the beats, because I have about almost 32 now.
Oh,
Right?
great.
We need about 32
Yep, 32.
minimum, right? Okay. I have pretty much like 29 or so. So
You want to go over those?
I'm gonna have them all finished by that day, and so maybe I can.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right.
Cool beans. I'll see you then Tuesday.
Cool. See you.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good night, everyone.